Hey guys, it's J19 brought to another video, and today we're going to be discussing, and today's thumbnail is provided by Zealous Runner Z, a good friend of mine who said, hey, I'm going to work on a thumbnail for you. So he's going to start making thumbnails for me. I still got to make my own once in a while, especially if he can't do anything, but he wanted me to make sure I give him a shout out because today's thumbnail and some going forward will be provided by him. And this one's a pretty good one. This one's about Cloud's identity crisis and who is Zack and why Sephiroth is involved. So let's get started with that. For me, okay, so today I'm not going to go through like hours of transcripts and like lore dumps and all that. I'm just going to go by what I remember. And I know I'm right about this because I do play Final Fantasy VII a lot. I do cover a lot of the lore. I'm just not a lore junkie like a lot of content creators out there because, you know, we're all different, right? We're all going to spend our own unique time spending with the lore. I just can't get into like reading hundreds and thousands of pages of like lore and like interviews by the devs and all that good stuff. So if I get stuff wrong today about the identity crisis of Cloud and who Zack is, don't come after me. Just know that this is what I remember. This is what I take from Final Fantasy VII, and what it means for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth going forward. What I hope will happen. So, anyways, let's get started. Let's start off with who's Zack, right? Who is Zack the character? Zack Fair, right? He is a first-class soldier from Gungaga. He became a first-class soldier when he done that mission with Angio and the fort at Wutai during the Wutai War, and not really during the Wutai War, but it's like there's still an ongoing war between Wutai and them. And so he, since Genesis is on, like, gone, right? He just took off, disappeared. So now, like, they need somebody to step up. And Zack always want to be the hero, right? He goes, I want to be a hero. Like, Impossible Dreams are the best, right? By Lazar, the guy that runs the soldier program, right? So anyway, enough of that. Let's get into what Zack is. Zack is, he's a guy from Gungaga. He joined soldier to be a hero. He wants to be a hero, just like, you know, top guys like Sephiroth and them. He becomes friends with Angio, becomes friends with Kunto and like a couple other soldier guys. But his main friend is Angio. Angio, you know, helps him along, helps him grow, teaches him some things that he learned while he was a soldier, a young lad and soldier and stuff like that. And he's friends with Zack, Sephiroth, and Genesis. They're really good friends. So yeah, Zack does look up to Sephiroth a little bit. He's not like Cloud. Cloud is like, I want to be a first class soldier. I want to be a hero like Sephiroth, the great Sephiroth. And he was like, the great Sephiroth? Really? You want to be him? Like, that's your goal? That's why you're leaving town? Yeah, that's what Cloud wants to be, right? However, we all know, those that played Crisis Core, who played the OG FF7, we know that's not the case, right? Cloud never becomes soldier. So, that's it. He never becomes soldier. He spews out that he's a former soldier first class. He quit the company, and now he's like, he's like a merc for hire just to help people, whereas whether it's like hunting things or just helping them out or anything like that, or playing a mission, right? He's all about that. So that's what Cloud is, right? Cloud is not a soldier, but Zack is. He is the first soldier that joins Sephiroth in the Nibelheim Mountain Bell mission, right? The Mako reactor mission. Find out why there's like monsters coming out of there, like we gotta get to the bottom of this and all that good stuff. So in the demo that they showed last month, right, for the Tokyo Game Show stuff, like the previews and stuff like that, people will probably wonder, why is Cloud dressed up differently? Why is he acting weird? Why is he more outgoing? Why does he have his hand on his hip? Why his body language is way different than Remake? That's because Cloud and his unreliable narration, because of what happened 5 years ago in Nibelheim, which I'm not going to spoil the whole thing because some of you are going in here kind of fresh, but just know that what happened 5 years ago and what happened to Cloud, what happened to Zack, what happens to Sephiroth, all three characters played a major role in. And Sephiroth is the instigator of why Zack and Cloud are the way they are now. Like, what happened to them, right? I'm not gonna go into detail with that. I don't want to spoil it. So I'm not gonna say much on that. But I will say, a lot of you are starting to catch up. Why is Cloud acting weird? Why is he acting differently back then, right? In the flashback. Because that's, like I said, that's not Cloud, that is Zack. What in his mind, he remembers him as Zack. He's playing the role of Zack as a soldier. He doesn't want to. Oh, I joined Sephiroth. Me and Sephiroth went on a mission. He doesn't even mention Zack. He don't even remember. Like his mind gets all fuzzy. You guys, when Aerith mentions Zack or anything of that nature, like Cloud's just like his mind just melts, right? He has a mental breakdown, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Even though I got a headache, even though my mind's all wonky, by you just mentioning Zack, I'm fine. Cool. Everything's fine, right? We're all good." So Zack's the one that goes on the mission with Nibelheim. He's the first class soldier, not Cloud. That is why I want to cover this part of this story here, because everybody needs to know who Zack is, right? He's from Gongaga. He meets up with Cloud about in the middle of Crisis Core. He meets up with Cloud for the first time. They found out that they're country boys. You know, they grew up in small towns, like funny name towns like Gongaga and Nibelheim. They even tease each other, and they become really good friends. Growing up in Shinra over the years, and so yeah, this is a good thing. This is great because Cloud and Zack are best friends. Zack will do anything to protect Cloud, like to make sure that he becomes what he wants him to be. Like Cloud is trying to become a soldier. He's trying to make it far in the Shinra program. And because of what Cloud really is, he's a dork. He has self-doubts. He doubts himself. He gets seasick, airsick. He gets motion sickness. I'll just say that. He just, like, even in Crisis Core, you play that, or like you see him, like you can tell that Cloud is not. He's not exactly this badass dick of a soldier, former soldier first class. That he acts like a remake, and even part of like Rebirth. Like, so Cloud in his identity crisis, he thinks he is in place of Zack. He don't remember Zack until later on in FF7. Like he finally knows the truth. And, like Tifa in this and Rebirth, she's starting to question things, right? And the two trailers, like she's questioning things. She's like even telling him, like even asking Aerith, and Aerith's like, "Why are you asking me this? Like I wasn't there 5 years ago." But she says Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago. So what was he doing? Like where was he? Like because she never saw him. Even though we as fans know that she knows who Cloud is. This Cloud came to her rescue, right? Because Zack, you know, he saw what happened to Tifa, so he went there. He to help her out. Like he didn't. And she got stabbed, and Zack didn't even help her. He didn't even help her at all. Like it was, like Zack just went out there and to try to stop Sephiroth. Like Cloud and Zack had to try to stop Sephiroth because he was going nuts. Like when he found the truth about himself, like he went eight wall off the wall. He went exile. He just went, whatever you want to call it, right? He just went bonkers. He went wonky because he lost himself. So Sephiroth, what he done 5 years ago, I'm not gonna like go into the whole details, affected Cloud, affected Zack, right? It's actually Cloud that came to Tifa's rescue, and that's why he said, "I thought you was dead. Your wounds are really that bad. I thought you died." And she's like, and she's questioning him in that one trailer. She's like, "So it's like, am I an imposter? Are you saying I'm an imposter? Like that I died? What? Like what the hell, Cloud? Like wait, what's going on? Like." She don't like remember him being there and stuff like that. So even her story is a little off, right? You got these unreliable narration. You got the identity crisis of Cloud, like, and the Nibelheim flashback that people saw is like, wait a minute, Cloud's acting different because he's an identity crisis, right? That's what he's had. The story arc for Cloud is so fantastically done in OG FF7, and it's getting me really pumped up, excited about what's gonna happen, right? What's gonna happen with these certain, you know, plot points of Cloud's story arc, right? About his identity crisis, about him knowing the truth, finding himself, right? Finding the inner Cloud, right? In the midst of everything going on, the chaotic of the world, and like Sephiroth trying to manipulate Cloud, like saying, hey, did you know that I killed her? So who is she? Like, in a Japanese trailer in the Summer Games Fest, he actually said, did you know I killed Tifa? So who is she? Like, he's trying to manipulate Cloud into having spats with Tifa and like not trusting her, and Tifa asking questions, and like, I can't wait to see what the party's gonna think, right? When especially Tifa and Cloud, they get together alone and they start questioning things. Like, she starts questioning Cloud, and Cloud starts having more mental breakdown. And I can't wait to see what Zack's side of things is going to be about, because we know who Zack is now. He's the soldier first class that joined Sephiroth in the Evil Behind flashback. Wasn't Cloud. Cloud is actually the Shinra, little trooper guy that's hanging back with Tifa in that demo. That's actually Cloud, not Zack. Zack is the soldier. That's how Zack acts. He wants to be a hero. He gets excited when he's able to show off his power. Why he's supposed to be a soldier first class. Why he wants to show and prove to Shinra, to Sephiroth, to everybody that he can be a hero. He can save people. He can save lives and make a difference, right? That's Zack's role. That's why Sephiroth's like, he's such a puppy. Like, you see, so excited over this stuff. Like, Sephiroth being a cold-hearted badass that he is, and being the top-notch soldier of the soldier program, he kicks ass. He's like, I do this for a living. Like, I won the Wutai War on my own. War hero. Even though, if you guys play Crisis Core, the truth is, yeah, Sephiroth helped a lot, especially during that fort raid, and they stopped Wutai. It's actually Zack that actually did a lot of the work, and he didn't get credit for it. Like, they even mentioned Zack's name. They gave Sephiroth all the glory, and he's like, oh, what? So Zack's like, come on, like, I didn't get any emotion, a notion, a nomination, any recognition of my efforts in the war. Like, come on. Like, that's how Zack is. Like, Zack's trying to prove himself that he can be the hero. He can be the soldier, the hero, the guy to save, end wars, bring about peace and stuff like that, right? That's what he's all about. Cloud, he's just trying to remember things. He's trying to find his inner self. That's the identity crisis. Because right now, the only thing he remembers is he's that soldier. He's Zack. He's the Zack of the 5 years ago. He's not the Shinra dude. In Cloud's mind, his unreliable narration is him being that soldier, not Zack during that time. So that's why Cloud is acting the way he is back then. Because in reality, that's Zack, not him. And what Sephiroth is up to, what he done over 5 years ago, started all this, right? Started the whole thing where Zack got affected by it. Cloud definitely, like, now, like, Rebirth was Zack, Cloud and Zack's worlds are being torn apart because who instigated it? Sephiroth. Because he has end goal. He has an end game plan that he wants to win in the end, right? He wants the worlds to merge. The reunion when worlds merge. You know, that trailer, like, that got me excited. It's like, holy crap, what does this mean? Like, February 29th can't come soon enough. And yes, I got the collector's edition. Yes, I'm excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit longer one than I usually do, but I had to talk about it a little bit. So, Cloud's identity crisis. How are they going to handle that in going forward? Because they're going to have some new stuff. They're going to have new twists and turns. But what Remake taught me is all the major plot points are still going to happen. Are they going to be a little bit different? Yeah, a little bit. Like, if you look at Wall Market, the bombing run, all that, like, it was faithful, but it expanded upon it a little bit, right? Made it a little bit better. They made improvements to make it better. That's what I think of the plot of FF7 and this FF7 art trilogy. Yes, there's a new twist and turn with Zack being alive in his world. Cloud in the party in this world. And then Sephiroth endgame world. He wants to merge all the world, both the worlds, into his own for his end game. And what's that end game is, we'll find out soon. I covered that in my last series video, just talking about it, like just talking about what the hell is going to happen. Even I'm still thinking about things. I'm still trying to process all this, but today's episode was about the identity crisis. It's about a Cloud, about who Zack is, so you guys know. And Sephiroth is the center of this whole thing. He caused it all. Yes, because how Sephiroth lost his marbles, and what happened to Cloud, because what Sephiroth did, allowing things to happen. So Cloud is now dealing with the identity crisis. Now, Sephiroth's trying to manipulate him more. Party members are starting to question him. Like, even Tifa's starting to come out of her box and start questioning things, which I love. Because OG FF7 didn't do that much, right? She might be going ... thinking, or she'd be like, Cloud, or yeah. But she don't want to talk about it. She don't want to lose her childhood friend, because she told him the whole truth, then she might lose him. And she don't want that. That's her childhood friend. She loves him dearly, and she cares dearly. She's a caring, loving character. That's what I love about Tifa. Her role is going to shine later on, either in Rebirth or Part 3, or a little bit of both. Those of you that said she didn't have a character arc, of course not. Midgar is not really meant for her character arc to come fruition. It's when Cloud's story arc gets going. That's when her story arc gets going, because her and Cloud are very similar. They have this tight connection there, right? Tight connection. And when his story arc gets going, hers starts getting going. And I'm looking forward to it. His identity crisis, how they're going to handle that in the Rebirth and Part 3. Sephiroth's endgame, like, he's the instigator of all this. And who Zack is, we're going to find out more about Zack. We're going to get to play as him. We're going to have an episode that's going to be playable Zack. That's exciting. That's exciting to me. More Zack gameplay. Yes, we're going to be kind of nervous. Yes, we're going to worry about how they're going to handle the end game stuff of all this, right? How's it all going to end? Well, let us embrace what is to come, right? Let us embrace, whether we're afraid, whether we're excited about this wonderful reunion. Let us embrace. So anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think of the identity crisis of Cloud. Do you guys think I missed anything on that? You guys agree with me on this stuff? What do you guys think? You guys think they're going to how they're going to handle the identity crisis of Cloud? Like the unreliable narration, right? We all know there's going to be an unreliable narration, a narrator in this game. They're not going to change all that, because that's what made Final Fantasy VII all about. Cloud finding himself, right? Finding the man within himself, right? That way he can be useful. He can, like, once he knows the truth, Cloud has a clear focus. He's not like Genova and Sephiroth ain't messing with his head as much. Like Cloud is like Cloud, and he's ready. He's ready to put a stop to Sephiroth. And I can't wait for that point in the game where we see the real Cloud. We see the identity crisis get resolved, and Cloud knows the truth, right? And then Tifa's like, you did it, Cloud. You found the truth. Like, we can go kick some butt. We can let everybody know that you're the real him. You're the real Cloud, right? You're not this fake persona you put on front, this fake front, right? You're not this ex-soldier. You're Cloud. You're a dork. You got self-doubts. You have, all that good stuff. Like, Cloud story arc is going to be amazing. Let me know how they're going to handle that. You guys think it's going to be still the same? How they handle remakes, major plot points? I don't think they're going to change a whole lot for his identity crisis and his resolution of that, right? It's not going to change much. Now, are they going to add to it? Yeah. They're going to make it even better, even special. So get ready. Sephiroth's in the middle of this. Zack's going to be playable. Zack's going to have a bigger role. And I can't wait. So, anyways, think about who Zack is, the identity crisis of Cloud, of like who he thinks he is, who he actually is. And I'll let you guys ponder on this for a few months. And again, shout out to Zealous Runner, Z, my buddy of mine, who made this thumbnail. And I cannot wait for you guys to see what else he has in store for me, because I'll come up with some ideas for videos and throw it to him, and He'll be making my thumbnails. I'll be still making my own thumbnails once in a while, but just like with his creativity, so I have to give him a shout out. So shout out to you. Thank you very much for that. Thank you guys for joining me and watching me talk about the Bennett Crisis of Cloud, who Zack is, and why Sephiroth is in the middle. So anyways, I can't wait for Rebirth. 140 days away. And anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Rest of the week, the weekend. Hope you guys enjoy your life. Be nice to each other. Please be safe out there. Let's not cut each other down over shipping wars and all that. Let's enjoy Final Fantasy VII. We're back, baby. We're back. So anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Keep on keeping on. As always, keep on keeping on. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.